Hi, littles. Hopefully you can hear me on my little headphone mic here. I got to work early because of my bus, and so I decided to get some coffee and have a little bagel because the bike shop right over there is a cafe. So I try to give them business if I'm not going to commissary, which is my other favorite before work breakfast place. I want to say special thank you to my roommate Camille for being so awesome today. She helped me out with some funds until my paycheck gets through. Because, I'm only working part-time at the bar, and then like all my time and energy is going to the haunt, and I don't get paid till the end. Actor problems. I know, right? Like you guys care. But part of my stuff that's going on right now. So just figured I'd have some coffee with you guys. Cheers. And vlog. So one thing that was on my mind today that has just really, really been apparent lately is besides like the struggle that everybody has and like everybody's eventual breakdown that they eventually have, one thing I notice is in this society, in this day and age, it's really a weakness to ask for help and like reach out when you're struggling. Like we're supposed to just grin and bear it, like walk it off, like all these expressions are basically like not dealing with what's going on, and you just power through, and that's how you deal. And it's like super unhealthy. So in my meetings and things that have been going on, I've been trying to pay attention to my body and what my body is telling me. And this is something really new and different for me. In my family, work was really valued. And so the emphasis was on that versus like self-care and things like that. So I don't know the language that my body speaks, but I know when stuff doesn't feel right. I know that for sure. Even with like ignoring things that are going on in my life and disconnecting with my intuition as much as I have been, it's still pretty strong. And so like I feel stuff. I don't know what it is that I'm feeling sometimes, but I for sure know when I'm feeling something. So I've been trying to kind of start there. And so I've been expressing how difficult this last week has been emotionally with everything that's going on with me personally, and then physically because the job is so demanding, and then just mentally because I'm trying to juggle both sides of that. So I'm pretty exhausted, you guys. So Wednesday was my first of 3 doubles. Today's my last of 3 doubles. Thank you, Jesus. 2 more days at the haunt, today and tomorrow. So if you want to come out and stand in line for a really long time, come on out. We warned you guys to come earlier in the season. And then we have one more weekend. Next weekend is what we call blackout. So we turn off all the lights and all you get is a flashlight to get through the haunted house. I'm excited for that. But yeah, so on Wednesday on my double, I was physically and emotionally tired, and I was mentally about to cave. And I had a little bit of a breakdown at work in front of some coworkers. And I made a decision to reach out to one of my bosses and talk to them about how I was doing and what was going on with me and how I was feeling. And so I unintentionally reached out by having a little mini breakdown at work. I was like crying in the bathroom, and my coworkers were really sweet and held some space for me. And even one of my coworkers that I didn't think to even talk to spoke up and was like, hey, I see what's going on with you, and I just want you to know, like, even though I don't know what to do or if I can help, I just want you to know that I know. And so it was really profound to me when I unintentionally reached out. Even people I didn't think were going to be receptive and supportive, someone else was. And so with big stuff like my breast cancer last year, 1 year cancer-free, with that stuff, my big stuff last year, it was really apparent that I needed help and I couldn't do it by myself. And so I reached out. And so I still struggle with the little stuff. And it was really, really apparent this week that this is something I need to start. This is a muscle I need to start exercising. I need to start, practicing this, because as soon as I did, even unintentionally, I felt a huge weight lifted. It was so wonderful to see who just kind of was there. And then when I did talk to my boss, she's like, you know what, I have seen what's been going on, and I have seen, that you've been struggling, and I've been doing my part to try to help that, but I don't think that's working. So she offered me a different solution, which I really, really liked. And so far it's been working out well. I've been able to get a good headspace before work and just kind of at least take care of the mental part of things. Like the emotional stuff, since I've been able to mentally deal with stuff, I've been able to start to sort out the emotional stuff, and it's still really hard and it's still very present, but at least I'm not like battling all sides of myself. Like I'm emotionally drained, and so it makes me kind of loopy and mentally less sharp. But since I've been able to get space at work and kind of like get a headspace for work, because it's a mentally taxing to like seek out people's fears and then like go towards that and then like play with that whole realm of things. It's very challenging in many different ways that I didn't see coming. So I'm really excited to be able to add actor to my resume, even if it's just a scare actor. At least now I've done some improv. I've done auditions for this type of stuff. I'm excited to see what else I could do in this field. That would be really fun. I would love to explore that. But yeah, so I just wanted to share with you guys, my experience with coming out of isolation and seeking help and being honest and vulnerable, whether it's inadvertently or intentionally. It's a good thing. Don't believe what they tell you. We're here to help each other, and we can't do it by ourselves. And if you're struggling, reach out, even if it's just to someone like me on the Book of Faces. If I have time and energy, I will absolutely show support and show some love, because I know what it's like to not have anybody and be up at 3 a.m. and just like onto some random thread because I've held it in for too long. You know what? I've been there, as I'm sure anybody who's on my Facebook page has seen at least once. So anyways, that was my vlog for today. Just wanted to say I love you guys, and thank you for sharing all this process with me. It means the world to me that I can have this with you guys. So Mama loves you, littles. Keep on keeping on, and I'll keep posting pictures and videos and sharing with you guys. So anyways, better get to work. Love you guys.